Good, happy Tuesday morning, March 29, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Tuesday morning edition of your morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Let's get started right now. First up, New Hampshire senators say they will vote in favor of Supreme Court nominee Judge Jackson. Let's take a listen to that video from Wmur News 9.
Welcome back. Tonight, both of New Hampshire senators say they will vote in favor of the Supreme Court nomination of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. Both senators Maggie Hassan and Jeanne Shaheen had meetings with Jackson today. Afterwards, Senator Hassan said she is confident in Judge Jackson's commitment to upholding our Constitution and the freedoms of Americans. Senator Shaheen said it's clear that Judge Jackson is eminently qualified to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. North Country has first licensed practical nursing program. Let's take a listen to that video from Wmur News 9.
A fragrance this alluring could only belong to a powerful...
There's certainly a shortage of all healthcare workers.
COVID-19 only made that problem worse. Governor Chris Sununu issued an executive order during the winter surge to expedite the licensing process to get more nurses into New Hampshire. This shortage, according to Dr. Chuck Lloyd, White Mountains Community College president, will continue for the next 5 to 6 years.
Over 15% of the population of nurses continue to come out of the workforce. We're chasing a moving target with healthcare workers who are trying to plug that gap right away.
That's where the new Licensed Practical Nursing Program, or LPN, comes in. Dr. Lloyd says graduates of the one-year program will have a variety of opportunities in the field, including working in long-term care facilities, hospitals, and outpatient health centers. Students will learn patient care through hands-on practice in a lab before working with patients at hospitals or long-term care settings. Clinical experience will be at 2 of the top North Country hospitals.
The exciting thing for us in the North Country is there's certainly a need, but we're also seeing the students with the interest. Build this program out, understanding there is the need in the state of New Hampshire, and then working closely with the community college to spread it across from the western part of the state to the Lakes region to the North Country.
And this program could just be the start. Dr. Lloyd says it's based in Littleton, where the community college system is building a new facility. It'll bring resources for students beyond the healthcare system. Reporting live, Grace Feinerman, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Bear gets trapped on Grafton Porch.
He's yelling, "There's a giant bear stuck on the porch."
An unexpected visitor wandered his way into Melissa Champney's mud porch in Grafton overnight, startling her and her husband and leaving quite the mess.
I looked out the dining room window, and no, there really was a really big bear and stuck on the porch, eating the porch, as a matter of fact.
The Champneys say the male black bear was inside for roughly 45 minutes, blocking the only entrance to and from the home. Melissa's husband had to jump out of a window and open the door to the mud porch from the other end to free the bear, but not before he did some serious damage.
This all used to be sheetrock, mind you. Everything had sheetrock and studs and insulation. So you can see there's no longer sheetrock.
The Department of Fish and Game says it's rare for black bears to make their way inside of a home or a mud porch, but adds they're always looking for easy snacks like birdseed, unsealed garbage, and pet food, which is probably what lured this bear into the porch.
The bear finds their food by the sense of smell. So, keeping these items such as a grill clean or keeping your garbage in airtight containers so that the smell can't get out, those are the first important steps to tricking a bear, not letting a bear find it.
I'll never forget my husband telling me to stand in front of the door and do not let this bear in the house. That's the part I think I'm not going to forget.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. FDA expected to approve second COVID booster. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
News on the pandemic here, and the FDA is now expected to approve a second booster shot now for people, Americans over 50. That approval could come as early as tomorrow. Here's Eva Pilgrim.
The FDA expected to authorize a second booster shot for Americans over 50 as early as tomorrow. Those shots are likely to be offered but not formally recommended, leaving it up to people to make their own decision with their doctors based on factors like health and age.
It's important to have a conversation with your provider about your personal risk, your past medical history, to understand the benefit of an additional dose.
And next Wednesday, the FDA will weigh a second booster shot for the rest of Americans, along with the need for a variant-specific booster.
I would not be surprised, even though there's no guarantee, that we would require an intermittent boosting somewhat similar to what we see about the requirement of a flu shot each year.
The push for a new round of boosters comes amid growing concern the Omicron subvariant could fuel a new surge in cases. BA2, now the dominant strain in New York City, is on track to become dominant in the U.S. Nearly 150 wastewater sites across the U.S. are reporting an increase in COVID-positive samples of at least 100% or more.
If things change and we do get a variant that does give us an uptick in cases and hospitalization, we should be prepared and flexible enough to pivot towards going back, at least temporarily, to a more rigid type of restriction, such as requiring masks indoor.
And the FDA could authorize that booster for people 50 and older as early as tomorrow. We could see shots going into arms within days after a sign-off from the CDC. As for the rest of Americans, the FDA will kick off that discussion next Wednesday. David?
All right, Eva Pilgrim with us tonight.
Hi, everyone. Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for your morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, everyone, and goodbye.